Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for day 3 of our Be Relentless webinar series. We are happy to have you back here. We're looking forward to a lively discussion this morning because we're talking about something that I know a lot of Century 21ers have been nervous to do for a long time. And maybe this is the push they need to start doing it, because I keep reading online, everyone saying, it's so nice to be connecting with people face to face because my computer screen is all I get these days. So we have Alicia Berruti from BombBomb here to talk to us about the 3 things you need to be doing with video right now. Alicia, hello to you. Thank you for joining us. We were talking beforehand, you said things have been crazy busy and people are really starting to see the value around video.
They really are. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to get to talk for a few minutes here about what you should be doing with video, as well as I want to make sure that we do have lots of time for questions. And so we'll definitely save time for that. So
so write them on in the chat on the side there, and I will make sure that we ask them when you finish your presentation.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, I'm going to jump in, Lee. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we will just get rolling here. For those of you that don't know who I am, I'm just going to share a little bit about myself and what we really do at BombBomb. My name is Alicia. I'm the national speaker, which is really just a fancy word for evangelist or educator or whatever you want to call it. My favorite part of my job, though, over and over again, is number 1, educating, but number 2 is getting to hear the success stories from people that are using video in their business. And what success looks like right now probably looks a little bit different than the last time I talked to Century 21 Canada. And so what we're going to focus on today is some of the things that you can be doing right now that are not only going to be helpful and serve your community, but also that are going to set you up for success. So I'm going to talk just a little bit about what is simple video, in case you don't know. I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can use simple video right now. I'm going to share 5 free resources, and then we're going to take time for Q&A, okay? So simple video is essentially getting face-to-face with more people more often. This is a phrase that I use when I start webinars and training sessions all the time. If you could get face-to-face with more people more often, would that help your business grow? And the answer is always yes, because regardless of how much technology ever comes into the real estate space, real estate is about relationships. It's about building relationships and maintaining relationships. And right now in your business, you have an incredible opportunity to use video to show up and be more relational, right? We are in a very interesting time right now. And the things that you're going to be doing in your business today look different than what they were a few weeks ago. And so what this is all about and what simple video is about, it's not about blasting high-level video on YouTube, but you can be doing YouTube right now. It's not about highly produced listing videos to showcase the cool properties you have. That's more marketing for video. This idea of simple video is just about being a human, about pressing that record button and getting in front of people. One of the things that I've been saying on some of the sessions I've been doing right now is that if you are sitting at home wondering what you should be doing in your business right now, the answer is that you should be being a human being, that you should be connecting with people, that you should be showing up, that you should be figuring out how you can serve. And video right now is a really powerful way to engage people in that more human one-to-one relationship space. So simple video is just about getting in front of people. And we do simple video through email and text, but simple video also shows up on Instagram stories. Simple video shows up on Facebook. Simple video shows up on YouTube. What I want you to get your mind around right now is that this idea of simple video is an opportunity for connection. It's not an opportunity for self promotion, okay? So that's all I'm gonna say on the simple video stuff. If you have more specific questions about BombBomb and you're not familiar, we will get into it in those questions. But just so you know, what makes this so easy is that it simply, you record and you send. You press the red record button, you say what you want to say, and you send it off to the recipient. There's nothing for them to download. You're not sending them to YouTube. You don't have to go through any complicated steps. In fact, this kind of video is easier a lot of times than even typing up an email, okay? So the first thing that you should be doing right now in your business is checking in. Now, normally when I'm training and educating, I would tell you, never send a video saying I'm just checking in. But now is different. Right now is the time for you to be present inside of your business, okay? So what does that look like? What does a check-in look like? It's simple, okay? Hi, I'm thinking about you. How are you? How's the family? Is there anything that I can do for you? What do you need? It's just that simple. Now, I know that you guys have had a lot of great education. I know you guys had Richard Robbins earlier this week, and I listened to that session for a little bit, and he was talking about the exact same thing, and he was talking about doing it with phone calls. I'm not saying don't call people. You should absolutely be using this time to pick up the phone and call the people in your database and your sphere of influence and the people that you have relationships with. But if they don't answer the phone, or if you have a lot of craziness going on and you know they have craziness going on and it would be easier to send the video, then do that. Or if you've made the phone call and left a voicemail because they didn't answer the phone, great. That is a perfect opportunity to send a video. So these 4 ideas are what I want you to have in your mind when you're sending these videos, okay? And that is presence, right? Being present, you're showing up. Empathy, showing empathy. This is a perfect opportunity for you to just align yourself with the people that you have relationships with. Hey, we're all in this together. This is a struggle. Gratitude, thank them. Thank them for being a past client. Thank them for that relationship. Gratitude is something that I'm very, very passionate about, and it has lots and lots of benefits, both psychological and health and relational, and the way people respond to you. And this is a great opportunity to just practice a little bit of gratitude. And then that last one is service, okay? As real estate agents and as real estate professionals, you know that you serve your community. And most of you, especially because I've spent a lot of time with a lot of you, you are passionate about serving your community and serving your customers. And that may look a little bit different right now, but simply asking that question, what do you need, is going to go a long way. Okay. So a couple quick things on here. Number one, the people that you are sending videos to right now are probably not seeing a lot of human faces other than the human faces in their family. So video is a really, really great opportunity for you to just connect in that face-to-face. One of the phrases we use at BombBomb all the time is be there in person when you can't be there in person. Well, right now, none of us can really be there in person. So this is a great opportunity to get that face-to-face. The other thing I want to mention on this is that watching videos of human faces actually stimulates serotonin production the same way as if you're having a face-to-face conversation. The brain doesn't know the difference. So when they see your eyes, when they see your smile, when they see the empathy and the care that you're sending in that video, their brain is going to respond to it the exact same way as if you were able to stand right in front of them and say, hey, how are you doing? What do you need? The third thing that I want to mention on this for those videos for checking in is that it's asynchronous, okay? You record it when it makes sense for you, and you send it off, and they're going to watch it when it makes sense for them. And we're all in an interesting situation right now, right? We're working from home. We've got kids at home. I have a 9th grader, a 7th grader, and a 5th grader. So not only, I don't have toddlers, which I'm thankful for. I have a tremendous amount of compassion and empathy for those of you that have much smaller ones. Mine's are relatively independent, but still our lives look different. And so the customers that you might be reaching out to, the humans that you might be reaching out to, are in the same situation. They may not have time to get on the phone because they're chasing kids. They're trying to keep kids entertained. Stepping away from focusing on what the kids need could create fights. That's my life, okay? So it's asynchronous. You don't have to get them on the phone. You record it when it makes sense for you. You send it off, and then they're going to get to watch it when it makes sense for them, okay? Now, BombBomb primarily does this over email. You can do it on text message, but you can also do this over Facebook Messenger and Instagram Messenger. Now, Facebook Messenger does have video, and Instagram Messenger has video capabilities built into it. I don't like them because number one, with Instagram, I think you can only do 20 seconds or 15 seconds at a time, and it'll break them up. I believe Facebook Messenger is like 20 seconds, but you can't just record one fluid video. The other thing that I don't like about Facebook Messenger video is that as soon as you're done recording it and you take your thumb off of that record button, the video goes into the feed or into their message, and you don't have time to redo it or watch it back. So my preference when I'm communicating over Facebook Messenger like that with video is I use the Chrome extension, and I am in Facebook. I've got my little bomb icon up in the corner. I record the video in that Chrome extension, and then I just grab the link and pop that into Facebook Messenger. It gives you a little bit more control, as well as it gives you the ability to record a little bit of a longer video. So this is not just for working through your database and then sending a video, right? You can do this on Facebook. You can do it on social media. The other thing that I just want to mention on this is I was asked yesterday on the call that I was on was, can you do this in mass to your whole database? You can, but please don't, okay? The just checking in, how are you, coming in mass does not have the same kind of meaning as coming one-to-one. If you are sending one video out to your entire database that just says, hey, how are you guys? I'm thinking about you, wanted to check in, let me know if you need anything. That feels like checking a box. Whereas a human personal video saying, hi, Tom and Sarah, how are you guys doing? I'm thinking about you. How can I serve you? That is actually relational. That's not just checking a box, okay? So I've been sitting in on lots of sessions, webinars, Facebook's lives from people all over the industry, because I too want to make sure that we are communicating sensitive messaging, that we are aligned with what the industry is talking about. And I was sitting in on another brand's webinar, and it wasn't about video. They were just talking about things to do in this time. And one of their agents jumped into the chat and said that he had sent 45 one-to-one BombBomb videos and had 18 phone calls returned from that, right? This is about building those relationships, maintaining those relationships, showing up in a hard time with presence and empathy, okay? So the second thing that you should be doing with video right now in your business is providing value, okay? Right now is the time to lead. Right now is not the time to go quiet and disappear because you don't know what to say. And I understand that it's different, right? The things that you've been talking about on social media in your business, it needs to look differently right now. Another question that I was asked on the call yesterday was, what's the worst thing that you could be doing right now? And my response was acting as if it's business as usual. Depending on where you are in the country, things are changing really, really quickly. We here in the state of Colorado, Denver went under shelter in place a few days ago. They made it statewide yesterday, right? People are scared. People are losing their income. And so right now is an incredible opportunity for you to show up as a leader and provide value. And that value might not be about real estate right now, because guess what? A lot of the people that you are connected to are not in a headspace to talk about real estate. Now, will those conversations come up? Yeah, absolutely. Are people going to have questions? Yeah. Do you have deals that are probably still in the pipeline? Yes. And you should be providing a ton of value and over communicating with video, letting them know exactly what's happening today, because it changes day to day. So some of the things that I have seen real estate agents doing already to provide value. Number one, giving resources for free classes, right? I know that there's dance studios offering free classes right now. Mo Willems, who wrote the Pigeon books. If you had smaller kids, you know about those Pigeon books. I think Pigeon Wants a Puppy or something, Pigeon Rides a Bus. He's offering doodle classes every day. So being a resource and giving the people you're connected to places where they can go. Recipes, right? We're all stuck at home. People are looking for clever things that they can cook. I watched Lee Brown do a quick one pot, while she was making dinner, cooking tutorial yesterday. Providing community updates, letting the people that you're connected to know what's happening in your communities, ways that they can support local businesses, ways that they can get involved in charities. In fact, I've seen real estate agents promoting these porch picks ideas, because if you have a photographer that you pay to do your listings, and right now you want to be able to keep paying that photographer or use them as an asset for your community. I've seen agents promoting this where they let everyone know, hey, our photographer is going to do porch family pics. And you set up on your porch, right? You can be silly, you can be fun. And the photographers are doing pictures from the yard, not getting too close, respecting that distance, and offering that just out as a free thing to their sphere of influence. Hey, do you want our photographer to come do porch pics? You can do Facebook Live story times. You can do digital hangouts with Zoom. All of these things I'm talking about, you can do both with BombBomb and sending video directly to your sphere, letting them know about the porch pics or ways that they can get involved in charity. But you can also do these on social media. This is just an opportunity for you to show up as a leader and provide some resources. Oh, there was two more on there. The weirdest thing in your house. That's a fun thing to do on social media, right? Jump on Facebook, do a quick video. Everyone's in their houses. Show a quick video of what the weirdest thing in your house is, and then invite people back to do the same. Post their little videos. Sharing positive stories about things that are happening in the community. These are all great ways that you can just show up and lead right now. So the first thing is think outside the real estate box, right? How can you lead your community? How can you show up as a force for good with positivity and provide value right now that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the buying and selling of homes, okay? The second thing that I wanted to just say on this is solidarity goes a long way. So think about the fact that the people that you're connecting with, the people that you're reaching out to, the people that you're wanting to provide value with, they're in a tough spot. So don't obsess over perfection or making sure that your video background is perfect and that you're dressed in a suit and that the kids don't walk into the room while you're recording that video. Because guess what? This is all about being human, and our humanity right now has put us in a situation where we are dealing with kids walking into the room or dogs barking. So I just want to encourage you that when you're thinking about ways that you can provide value, think about what would be helpful to you. Put yourself in the shoes of your consumers and try and provide them value from what they need right now, okay? And then I also mentioned this on the last slide, but you can do this for database sending. You can do this on social media. When you're talking about providing value, this is where I would say it's okay to do the mass sending. For the checking in, the how are you, how can I serve you, that's got to be one-to-one. But providing value, you can do this en masse. In fact, you should be. This is actually a Gary Vaynerchuk quote, and our marketing team adopted it as our mantra about a year ago. I adopted it as my personal mantra, both in the way that I prepare sessions as well as in the way that I interact with my colleagues at work. Provide value and abundance will follow. And again, this isn't check the box so that you can get more deals down the road. This is provide value and abundance will follow. Our president, Darren, shared a quote with us that originally came from another client, but it's something that I've really held on to and that I keep talking about. Kindness will be remembered for a long time after all of this is over. So what do you want to be remembered for? Do you want to be remembered as the real estate agent that was out hustling, trying to get deals and telling people that now is a good time to buy or sell, where a large percent of the population is worried about their income? Or do you want to be the real estate agent that went above and beyond to connect with people and provide value and be a resource? Okay. The one note that I want to caution you with and put my personal opinion on this providing value, especially on social media, is use comedy wisely, or maybe even not at all. I attended a session yesterday that Valerie Garcia did. She does the good, the bad, and the ugly of social media on a regular basis. She did a special COVID crisis version yesterday. And I have already seen a lot of this on social media. They were highlighting it. She always covers pictures and names. The goal is not to shame anyone. However, there are a lot of real estate agents not being sensitive to the situation that a lot of people are in. Again, you might be in a very different situation than some of your consumers or a lot of your consumers or the people that you are connected with on social media. And I know we all need levity right now. I know that humor can be a positive thing and laughter, but the constant jokes about, you know, buy this house and I will give you 2 cases of toilet paper, or in fact, there was an agent that sent out an email to their database, and the headline of the email said, "A global pandemic can be a great time for business." So I just want to caution you that when you're thinking about posting things on social media, you're thinking about being of value to your community, be sensitive about the comedy aspect, because not everyone is in the same headspace as you. And that's part of that providing value, being a force of good, encouraging people, showing up as a voice of positivity to saying, hey, we're in this together. We're going to get through this. Remember to get outside, drink your water, do some yoga, whatever it is. Those are better ways to provide value than posting the constant COVID-19 memes that some people are not really finding all that funny, okay? All right, the last thing that you should be doing with video right now in your business is building your video library, okay? Now is the time to prepare. So I'm excited about this opportunity for a lot of you, because this is something that I teach on all the time. One of the benefits of having a built-up video library is so that you can scale yourself. But for a lot of you, you have not had the time to sit down and spend time to build out a video library. So now is the time where you can do some of this. So some of the videos that I think you should be recording right now and preparing yourself for when business starts moving back to what looks a little bit normal. Number one, frequently asked questions. I train and teach on this all the time. Write down the questions that you get asked on a regular basis. You know that there are those questions that every single person asks you over and over and over again. So start making a list and recording quick videos for these. A 1-2 minute video. Oh, I think I'm about to have a dog barking. This has been my fear with every webinar I've done. Okay, so frequently asked questions. Write down those questions and record quick videos for it. This doesn't have to be a long video. We're talking 60 seconds, 90 seconds, maybe if it's a complicated question, a little bit longer. But once you have those videos in your video library, the next time someone sends you an email and asks that question or leaves you a voicemail asking that question, all you have to do is just grab that video and send it to them, okay? Frequently asked questions. Next steps in the process. This is a huge one. You can spend time recording those videos right now for things like, hey, your home inspection is coming up this week. Here's 3 things you can do to make this go more smoothly, or what you should expect now that we've gone under contract, or whatever those things are. Spend some time to record some quick videos explaining next steps in the process. Appointment confirmations. This is a huge one. I would love for all of you to make a pre-recorded appointment confirmation right now, because once you're getting back into business, once things are busy, that'll already be at your fingertips, so that as soon as you schedule an appointment with someone, you simply grab that pre-recorded appointment confirmation video. In the body of the email, you put the specifics, date and time, and then you send it off. We have training resources available to help you with these. The pre-recorded lead response video is just a simple, hey, it's Alicia from XYZ Realty. I'm so excited for our appointment tomorrow. You know, time and location information is below this video in the body of the email. Please reply if you have any questions. So you've already recorded that video. Let's see, I did next step in the process. Oh, I did that twice. Pre-recorded lead response. This is another great one. Look at your lead sources right now. Where do you get leads from? And jot them down. Record a pre-recorded lead response for each of those lead sources, because more than likely right now you have an automated email going out to those lead sources, whether it's a landing page on Facebook, or it's your website, or it's Boomtown, or it's pay-per-click, whatever it is, you should have a video in that automated response. If you have an automated email that goes out when someone fills out, request more information, or fills out a lead form, we can help you put a video in there. Most consumers work with the first agent they meet face-to-face, because once they've met you face-to-face and they feel that human connection, it's easy to say yes. So to have that point of connection, to have that face-to-face immediately after they fill out a lead form, really, really powerful. Happy birthdays, home purchase anniversaries. Oof, these are some of my favorites. Right now, you have an opportunity in your business to start looking ahead and recording some happy birthday videos, recording home purchase anniversary videos, so that you already have these at your disposal, okay? So, couple things on this. One of the things that I have heard most frequently from agents when I talk about happy birthdays and home purchase anniversaries is oh, my database is a mess. Perfect. Get your database organized right now. Right? If you have transaction management software, guess what? Your birthdays are already in there. Their birthdays are in there. Their closing date are in there. Use this as an opportunity to get yourself organized. We have a ton of CRM integrations. If you have a CRM that you're using, there is a good chance that either we directly integrate with it, or that our Chrome extension is going to make it possible for you to pop a video right into the emails from your CRM. So Use this as an opportunity to get those birthdays and home purchase anniversaries together, okay? The second piece of that is that you can schedule your happy birthday videos and your home purchase anniversary videos right now. You can schedule from our mobile app. You can schedule from the BombBomb platform, as well as you can schedule from the Gmail integration if you're using Gmail. So you can take a look at your database and start to record one-to-one happy birthday videos. Hey, Sarah, happy birthday. I'm thinking about you today. Hey, Mark and Susan, happy 1-year anniversary on being in your home. You can record those videos right now and schedule them out to go out later. I've heard from our developers that you allegedly can schedule out up to 10 years in advance. I don't think anyone has done that. I don't know if I would recommend that, but take a look at your next several months and see if you can schedule some of those out, okay? Pre-recorded videos are going to give you an opportunity for, number one, scalability. Once things move back towards normal, which they will, they always will, you're going to be able to scale yourself more effectively because you put the time in right now to prepare for this, and you're going to have that entire video library at your disposal. The other thing that I want to mention on this is that pre-recorded videos, not only will they help you scale, but they are a massive differentiation because you are communicating at such a high level. Our customers tell us all the time that the videos that they send out for things like next step in the process or frequently asked questions, consumers love that because it's easier for them to understand when it's communicated in a video. When we watch a video, we retain 90% of that information, as opposed to when we read an email, we only retain about 10% of it. So they're getting to see your face. It's saving you time because you've already recorded those videos right now, and you're providing a really, really high level of service. So the preparation that you do right now is going to set you up for success. I know I said use comedy carefully, but I put in quotes there, some motivating quote about preparation, because there's tons of them. You guys know, I don't need to spoon feed this to you, that the more you do right now to set yourself up for success, to put a little bit of work into preparing while you have the time to prepare, it's going to pay off down the road. Okay, so those were your 3 things that you should be doing with video right now, right? Checking in. Now is the time to be present. Number 2, the second thing you should be doing is providing value. Now is the time to lead. And then that third thing you should be doing is building up your pre-recorded video library. Now is the time to prepare. Okay? So I want to give you some free resources. Number 1, the first one, and please take a picture of this screen, okay? Because you may want some of them, or you may need some of them. So if you have gotten distracted, if you're checking your email on your phone, take a quick second and take a picture of this screen, okay? So the first resource is bombbomb.com/webinar. Myself and Kevin, our client enablement manager, we host a customer-facing webinar every single month, okay? Those customer-facing webinars are focused on strategy. There's one specific topic each month, and we dive deep into strategy. We put all of our past webinars at bombbomb.com/webinar. So, for example, if you have struggled with the fear of being on video, guess what? We did a webinar on that. It was one of my favorites. It was one of our most highly attended. You are not alone. A lot of people struggle with this. Go to bombbomb.com/webinar and check out that webinar on working through your fear of being on video, okay? So bombbomb.com/webinar, you can go watch webinar replays, okay? Whether you're a customer or not. Number 2, bombbomb.com/blog. If you want to sift through some of our blogs without sitting down and committing to a webinar, great. We post a ton of resources, articles, ideas, podcasts on bombbomb.com/blog. Okay. The third one, bombbomb.com/video influencers. BombBomb, for the last 3 years, we have published a video influencers guide. Now, what this video influencers guide is, it highlights people in real estate and mortgage that are doing video at a very, very high level in their business. It's not just about BombBomb video. These are agents that are doing community videos. These are agents that are doing listing videos. These are agents that are doing a ton in their community. So if you go to bombbomb.com/video influencers, you can download the entire video influencers guide so you can see what other real estate professionals are doing at a really high level, what the best of the best that people are doing with video. You can see what they're doing, as well as pretty much all of our video influencers also included tip videos. So you can learn. This is a resource. This isn't a, oh, check out how all these awesome people are doing video, wish you could be them. This is learn, 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 okay? The fourth free resource for you, which is not really free, but it's an option for you to go purchase, is our book, Rehumanize. Our VP of Marketing and our CMO, Ethan and Steve, wrote a book called Rehumanize, and it's all about using video in your business. Again, there's a lot on the actual, the theory and the science in it, but most of what that book is practical. How do I do this in my business? So if you want to purchase it, if you go to bombbomb.com/book, you can purchase it there. You can also purchase it from Amazon, any number of online retailers. It's called Rehumanize. And the fifth resource for you is support. Okay, our support site is incredible. If you go to support.bombbomb.com, you can search for things topically. So for example, if you are needing to still work through your business, you've still got deals in limbo, you're trying to go over neighborhood comps or go over a contract while you are socially distanced or physically distanced, our screen recorder is a huge asset. And if you're not sure how to use the screen recorder, you can go to support.bombbomb.com and just search screen recorder, and we have video tutorials. Same thing, if you are curious about your CRM integration, right? You want to know how to set it up or if we integrate. Awesome. Go to support.bombbomb.com and search for CRM integration, or search specifically Wise Agent or RealVolve or whatever it is. And in addition to that, there is chat support. So if you get stuck, they can help you. We have tons and tons of support available for you. Okay. Last thing, and then I'm going to take questions. We do offer a free trial. The thing that I love about our free trial is that it's not a give us your credit card number and make sure you remember to cancel in 2 weeks. It's completely free, okay? 2-week free trial, no credit card required. My second favorite thing about our free trial is that on our free trial, you get a one-on-one call with one of our strategy coaches, where they're going to give you an opportunity to ask your questions. They're going to help you set up your integrations. So if you're using Gmail, they're going to help you set up Gmail and show you how to use it. They're going to set you up on a path for success with a one-on-one call, okay? So if you are not a customer and you want to give this a try, you can go to bombbomb.com/next steps and sign up for a free trial there. Now, C21 Canada is working on an exclusive landing page for the agents. The great thing about that is that your exclusive pricing will be available even before your free trial is over, I believe early next week. So go ahead and sign up for the free trial. Start using it. You can start doing these kinds of videos right now with a free trial, okay? So that's what I've got for you today. Lee, do we have some questions popping up there?
We do have some questions, Alicia. Thank you so much. There was so much good information there, and I've seen a lot of really positive comments coming through. Just to pick up on where you were leading off, we also have a bunch of Century 21 templates that are available to anyone in the Century 21 system. So we continue to add new content all the time onto BombBomb. So if you're interested in this free trial, please do it. We will make sure that you have access to all the Century 21 templates, including we're starting to add some of the Life at Home newsletters. So one of the questions that we got, how long should videos be? Irina asked that one.
Yeah, it's a great question. So it depends on the purpose of it. A quick check-in, how are you doing? That should be around a minute, give or take a little bit longer. It doesn't have to be a really, really long video. People's attention spans are short, even now. However, the rule of thumb with video is basically your relationship with that person and the purpose or value that you are providing has a lot to say with how long that video can be, right? If you are recording a pre-recorded lead response, for example, that video should not be 2 minutes long of you talking about all of the great things that you have done in your business because you don't have a relationship with that person. A pre-recorded lead response video, 30, 40 seconds max. The whole point of that video is to introduce yourself and get face-to-face. So I think the purpose of it matters. Now, if you are doing, maybe you want to do like a cooking tutorial or a craft tutorial, or you want to read a book and send it out to your clients for the kids who have small kids. Those videos can be longer. You can send a 10, 15, 20-minute video. Again, it depends on the purpose of it. Does that help? Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely. We've got a couple of different questions on the same topic. How do I send a video message to a group of clients? And also, can you send mass emails in BombBomb?
Yes, absolutely. So you have a couple different options. We are not a CRM. We don't market ourselves as a CRM. We never have. However, we do have some contact management options. For example, you can upload a list into BombBomb. You can upload multiple lists inside of BombBomb. So you can have a past client list, a non-converted buyers list, a friends and family list. Whatever those lists are, you can have multiples of those. So it's a simple upload through a CSV file, and then you can just send to that entire list at one time. You also have that CRM integration option, right? If we integrate with your CRM, in all likelihood, you're not even going to have to import those lists into BombBomb. You can send to those same groupings and lists directly from inside of your CRM. But yes, you can absolutely do mass sending through BombBomb. We are a full email marketing platform. There's nothing that you would do through something like MailChimp or Constant Contact that you cannot do with BombBomb. You just have the additional value of having your video in there. So yes, you could do mass sending, you can send to lists, you can send to groups, you have all of that capability through BombBomb.
Great, good to know. A lot of comments as you were posting ideas for providing value and the things that you can do, the recipes, the craft projects, that sort of thing. People were really interested in that. Should you be doing that on a schedule, or should it just be a little more free for all? Does it look too forced if you do it, every Monday morning at 10 a.m.?
We're in an interesting time right now. Normally, I would say that yes, scheduling and consistency is really, really important. If you're going to do a Monday morning motivation, because every time you send or you post, you are setting an expectation for the way people are going to respond next time. I would say in this unique situation that we're all in, none of us really know how long it's going to go on, what it'll look like week to week. I would say don't worry about that kind of scheduling and more focus on the human connection and ways that you can provide value, right? Like you don't necessarily have to plan out to yourself, okay, next Thursday, I'm going to do a quick cooking tutorial. Think about when you're looking in your pantry and thinking about, what you can make tonight, be like, ooh, this would actually be really easy for people to make. Maybe I'll record a quick video. So I would say that normally, yes, scheduling, consistency, really, really important. Right now, I would give yourself a little grace to focus on providing value and let that be your lead foot, not having a set schedule.
Great advice. Thank you. I want to give a quick shout out to Janet Squibb because she's writing what I think a lot of people are feeling. You know, she said, great ideas. She's never done video before, but she's camera shy. So if that's the case, watch what Alicia told you to watch. But also feel free to send me your video if you want to just warm up and practice. Anyone at Century 21 Canada, practice on a few people who you're familiar with and just do it and jump off that cliff.
I have a few quick things that I'd love to say on this, because this is the number one thing that keeps people from doing video, is their fear or their uncomfortability with being on camera, okay? The time involved is usually a secondary excuse that, oh, I don't have time for that. Really, the number one thing that keeps people from doing video is that fear. So just a couple things on that. Number one, you are not alone. This is the most normal of things. We are not used to seeing ourselves on video. We're used to experiencing the world from inside our own head. It's why when you record a video, a lot of times your voice sounds weird to you, because you're used to hearing your voice inside of your head. So this is a really, really normal thing. And pretty much everyone that you have ever seen doing video has had to work through this. Including actors and actresses. There are a lot of highly paid Hollywood actors and actresses that don't even watch their movies or their shows back because it makes them uncomfortable. In fact, Reese Witherspoon, we can all agree that Reese Witherspoon is an objectively good-looking human. She doesn't watch her stuff back, her movies back, because it makes her uncomfortable. And in fact, she was quoted as saying, no one likes the way they look, right? So I just want to encourage you that this is really, really normal, okay, to have that kind of fear. The second thing that I want to put in your mind on that is that the value that you have to bring your community, your family, your sphere of influence, your past clients, the value that you have to bring there is in who you are as a human being. And right now, this opportunity to be a little bit more human and to show up in people's lives as a human and say, hey, how are you doing? That is going to have an impact. I promise you that if you send a video to a client and say, hey, Mary, I'm just thinking about you. How are you doing? Are you okay? Is there anything that I can do to serve you? Mary is not for 1 second going to think about how your hair looked or how nervous you were or how many crow's feet you have around your eyes. That is not what people are going to think about. This is all about being human. So I just want to remind you that the value that you have to bring right now is in your humanity, and don't worry about the other stuff. Okay. My third tip is don't watch your videos back over and over and over and over again. When I say this, even in a room with several hundred people, people laugh. And I'm serious. Don't watch your videos back. Think about it more like a voicemail. Record it and send. The only time that I watch my videos back and re-record them is if I'm doing a mass send out that's going out to hundreds or thousands for marketing purposes. My normal one-to-ones, those regular everyday videos that you're just, communicating with, don't watch them back. There's no benefit. Think of it like a voicemail, okay?
Good advice. Now, related to that, we have another question from Andy. Do you recommend any additional equipment besides the built-in camera and mic on your phone?
So we always get lots and lots of gear questions. You have options, okay? Your camera, your built-in camera on your laptop is probably great. Or if you want an external webcam, you certainly can. I do have an external webcam plugged in because the video quality is a little bit better. It's just a Logitech. Your phone, we have a mobile app, and the camera on your phone is actually really, really good, more than likely if you have a newer phone. So you can get external mics that plug into your phone. You can have additional gear. But my number one recommendation is do not create barriers to doing video. If you have not really already been doing video, then don't think about gear. Start with actually just doing the videos. Now, if you've been doing a lot of video and you want to up your game and you're interested in, getting a better camera or having an external mic because you're going to be doing a lot of video for if you're doing community videos or, things like that, then you can start looking at other gear. But if you are newer to doing video, you don't need anything extra. You already have the tools that are in front of you, and trying to, get a big setup and all of that is actually going to create a hurdle for you. I had this conversation with one of our video influencers on a webinar, and I was asking, what was the hurdle you had to get over to start doing video? And he said that his problem is that he was so obsessed with having like the right camera and the right microphone, and he was putting so much effort into getting like a good gear setup that he wasn't recording video, and that he wished he had just not worried about that stuff and just started doing the video. But the tools that you have in front of you are more than sufficient to do this.
Perfect. Thank you, Alicia. We really appreciate it. We've had lots of good conversation going on the Facebook page, people asking about BombBomb. One random question, we do have a regular on here from Albania. Do you know if BombBomb is in Albania? Is that one of the 48 countries?
So I don't know if we have anyone already using it in Albania, but there is no reason why you couldn't. We are an international company. We have people all over the world doing video. So feel free to sign up for the free trial. Scheduling that one-on-one call may be a little bit more difficult from Albania, but we will do everything in our power to make sure that you get the service and the support that you need.
Great. Thank you very much. We really, really appreciate it. It's always a pleasure to have you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. So appreciate being here.
Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you, everyone. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about converting leads and nurturing leads at this time, not necessarily converting them. But we have Shannon Smith with us tomorrow. So same time, 1 p.m. Pacific or 1 p.m. Eastern at 10 a.m. Pacific. We will see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.